Hi there, my name is Pilita Gruber and I play the role of Kathy Chapman in the Laurels. And
And why did you take the role?
I took the role because I wanted to represent someone who I would think is a minority, someone who is having trouble acclimating back to civilian life, and being that I used to work at McCourt Air Force Base, I found that connection to be interesting because I was on the other side as a pharmacist, as a provider, treating people like Kathy. And so now I'm on the flip side of where I am the soldier, and I get to see a different view of what that was like. So that's why I took it.
Perfect. What kind of television do you personally watch?
Oh, okay. I'm a big kid at heart, so any animation is my favorite, and also BBC. I am a sucker for British shows, so Faulty Towers, Absolutely Fabulous, anything of that nature. I'm pretty much, I stick towards that genre. Anything that makes me laugh. So I like to laugh. That's my thing.
In the Laurels, you both act as Kathy and you read as Kathy. How was that different than what you've done before? How was it challenging or not challenging?
I actually found it not challenging, but in a good way. Being Kathy in a group, as that character, I'm already uncomfortable and I don't want to be there. When I put my journaling and I actually physically write it down in my book, it changes everything, not personally in me, but also as Kathy the character. Those are my words. I smell the book, it becomes real. And so for me to read as Kathy and what she's writing, it feels more real. Instead of just, memorizing lines and going through the motions, it actually helps me build my character and puts me more in the moment and actually brings me to a place or a memory that Kathy experienced. So it's a very effective tool. Yeah.
Okay. In this series, you guys are primarily seated for most of it,
Mm-hmm.
the majority of it. What was that like? Was it a challenge?
It's not challenging as far as sitting, but it does force you to interact with the person next to you, whether you want to or not. And it does make you uncomfortable in the small amount of space, and that's a good thing because that's what Kathy feels like. So it worked for me. There were strangers all around me, and I'm in a tight space, so that's kind of uncomfortable, yeah, at first. But I wouldn't find it challenging. Sitting is actually kind of nice, but challenging mental and emotionally, yeah.
It's really interesting how people have had different reactions to that question.
Oh, really?
Like, I thought it was kind of like just a fun throwaway question, but people have been like, absolutely hate it, absolutely love it, and I'm like, so interesting.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. Okay.
Sorry.
This is the personal question. So you played a soldier.
Right.
Have you ever played a soldier before? What was it important for you to bring to Kathy as a soldier? That kind of thing.
Sure.
All right. And action.
I have never played a soldier before, but I have interacted with many. I dealt with PTSD on a daily basis and rehabbing soldiers off of medication. And in that time I've done that, I have heard numerous stories on what it was like out in the field, what it's like in the barracks, what it's like when you take off that uniform and you have to come back to civilian life. There's a lot of challenges that I will never truly understand because I'm not a soldier, but I come pretty close to working with it. I think also it's important that we show our soldiers respect, that we don't forget about them, that we don't just throw them away after we sent them to the most, how do I say it, the most difficult time of their lives that they will never forget because they dream about it every night. That we are there for them. All they need is someone to talk to. So I encourage our community to please always think about our soldiers and the reason why you have your freedom and what they've paid And so it's just, yeah, I could talk about that forever.
All right, and then the last one is any last words that you have on the Laurels or on your character that you want to leave people with?
Don't judge a book by its, how do you say, don't judge someone's character by the way they look. You don't really know a person until you've walked in their shoes. So, like I say, don't be afraid to talk to people. Don't be afraid to say hi and just be human. You'll be surprised about what you find. You might make a friend. You might learn something. So I just came away from this project knowing that it doesn't matter if you're gay. It doesn't matter what color you are. It doesn't matter how much money you have. Because in the end, all you have is your air in your lungs and the people around you that could love you. So just respect being human.